Good morning, everybody. That's another rant. I'm getting less and less viewers all the time, but it's somebody's got to attempt to keep telling the truth out there. Before I get on my rant, though, I want to show an article in this month's Popular Mechanics. Uh, 3D printed food. How's that for you? I'm always pushing robotics, artificial intelligence, um, virtual reality, uh, and 3D printing. And you can't read a single article in either Science magazine, a mechanic magazine, or even The Economist without there being something new about 3D printing or robotics or the other two. But anyway, today we lost our first serviceman in Syria. Of course, he was um, special troops, and they were training supposedly rebels to fight the Syrians. The Syrians and the Russians are fighting the rebels and fighting the Kurds and fighting ISIS, and we're fighting ISIS. But anyway, um, we have been training. We have been training in Afghanistan for 10, 12 years. No results. These EPV were either too fucking stupid or too anti-American. Same thing in Iraq. We didn't allow the Baths or Sunnis to be in the army, and they were the intelligentsia of the country. So we still haven't had that much luck training Iraqis. Um, what what are we doing there? This is basically, if you look at the distribution of the wars in the Middle East, basically this is Sunni and Shia, okay? And you throw in the Wahhabis and you throw in the Jews and a few other things. But it's been a 1500-year war between the Sunni and the Shia. And we're never going to resolve it. And if we were able to knock out the Syrian government, what the hell would we have to do to go through Russia to do that? And who the hell would take over? Of all these groups fighting rebel groups, and what the hell they're fighting for, I have no idea, because no one of them is strong enough to fend off the others, and they certainly don't show any capacity to get together to formalize their front. So just who in the hell is going to take over Syria? You got Shia Iran, Shia now Iraq, and Shia Syria. You've got the Sunnis who have been in a minority in Iraq, but always ruled Iraq, and they treated the 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 Shia fine. There were no ghettos. Now Iraq, the whole damn Baghdad, and the rest of the country is divided up into knocking the Shias out of this area and pushing them into their own area, and the Sunnis in this area and having them in their own area. And meanwhile, the Kurds are thriving, and they want to form another Kurdistan out of let's see, it would be northeastern Turkey, northern Iraq, and northwestern Iran. But yet they're Turks who are a member of NATO and who we supposedly support are bombing the hell out of the Kurds who are showing the only ability to deal with ISIS. And we supply both Turkey it was a member of NATO, I said, with heavy duty machinery, and we supply the Kurds with rifles and bullets. That don't make any sense. Just what the hell are we doing there? Trump says, oh, we'll go in and we'll take the oil. No international court would allow such a thing. It's just never going to happen. It's just lunacy. Now, if we pull out, who's going to miss us? We're spending tens of billions of dollars. The Russians, they're back the way they were in Afghanistan. They're going to bankrupt themselves in this whole affair. Now, what they might get is they might get a Mediterranean port out of it, but it's just a quagmire on which no one seems to have any answer. until we get an answer, I cannot see shedding one more ounce of American blood. And the sheer notion that a couple of Americans can take a bunch of tribal people and turn them into a working fighting force is absurd. So let's just get the Sam hell out of there. If we want to, if we want to sign some treaty with Israel to assure their stability, that's another story. But jumping into a Sunni Shia conflict is absolute nonsense.